Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and welcome back to Death Stranding. So let's get back to work. There's some people desperately in need of their packages. Oh! We didn't get a little BB thing. We usually get a little movie. Oh well. Okay, 2 orders available. Power supply unit to the wind farm. And construction of a bridge. Well, constructing the bridge will probably make the next bit easier, so let's do that first. Here, tell me about it.
Hey, Sam, mind doing me a favor? There's a bridge that needs building. Over a river, just outside that distro center. It's too deep to ford, and we'd like a long-term solution. The foundation's already been laid, and everything required to finish the job should be in storage. All you need to do is carry the remaining materials to the construction area, and use them to complete the bridge. If it turns out there isn't enough there for our needs after all, you'll have to come up with the rest on your own. I know you've got a lot on your plate right now, but remember, this bridge will make your life easier too.
Fair enough. Nope, just the one, just the one. We could fabricate new boots. We don't need new boots. We're good. I think we'll need a PCC. We have several in storage, so we don't need that. Okay. They're giving me a bunch of metal. And, like I said, we're gonna need a PCC. What is all this weight I've got? Like, I'm really heavy. I don't need all these climbing anchors and ladders. Let's get rid of some of these. Alright.
Order assigned. Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey.
Okay, Sam. Make your way to the designated construction area for the bridge. The foundation should already be in place.
Right there.
With your
Oh!
help,
So I
we'll
did
have
need
the
a
thing
PCC.
finished in no
Okay.
time. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials. Sam, looks like you found the site. There should be a terminal nearby. Access it to submit additional materials.
Yep, wrong one. I'm always confusing the select and start keys. Complete the structure with a bunch of metal. Easy mission. Good looking bridge.
Bravo, Sam. That bridge should make life easier for a lot of people. You can be sure that every traveler and porter who passes that way will put it to good use. Keep an eye out for other spots that could do with another well-placed bridge.
Well, I'm not gonna go make a bunch of bridges, but I could definitely see doing that. We might do that later. Go back and put a bunch of bridges all the way, that make it easy to come from the capital all the way to here.
ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. All clear. Welcome. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
I kind of like the idea of just building up all this infrastructure.
Sam, got a new order for you. Another delivery to make and a knot to link up. Check the terminal when you have a moment.
Yep. Out to the wind farm. Ghosts, slopes. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Here, tell me about it.
Now, you've done a fine job expanding the Cairo network. But to make the most of it, we'll need to generate more power. We'll have to make a few hops before we can link up the closest city, too. Once this wind farm is part of the Cairo network, we'll be able to route the energy it generates through the beach. Unlike traditional transmission methods, nothing is lost. We can provide power to distant regions and utilize facilities there as electrical substations. You're to deliver a key component. Should be finished printing. Take it to the wind farm and get us in business.
Okay. But this is going to be a ghost one, apparently. I like the mules better. Okay. We have a lot of stuff. We probably don't need to make anything. Maybe we could use... No, but we have some of that anyway, so never mind. We might want to bring some, though, next time. Alright. So, we got the power supply unit. We don't need this. I've got a couple climbing anchors. Some boots that are fine. Here, put in my locker. I guess I might as well take it. These are pretty light. They're only one, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring one. And a single ladder. Okay.
Order assigned.
We're heavy. That's gonna be the issue.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant
We're not
journey.
that unwieldy though. We just got a really big thing on us. It's a real slope.
Weapons restrictions.
I don't
lifted.
see a rainbow. I see strands though. Yeah, there's definitely some ghosts up ahead. No one's talking at me. It's weird. Okay, well there we go. Mail received.
I'm Sam!
Quality first. How is BB doing, Sam? Hope you've managed to avoid autotoxemia altogether. By the way, I've been wondering, how are your porter grades these days? Getting better and better, I imagine. Or maybe you don't really care about that stuff? Well, in case you do, I thought I might give you a quick primer, since I know it can be confusing. Bridges have developed a unique system to evaluate porter performance, and it focuses on 5 categories: cargo condition, delivery volume, speed, bridge length, and miscellaneous. Obviously, the aim of the game is to get high grades in all 5 categories. If you ask me, though, you should prioritize cargo condition. What's the point of lugging something halfway across the continent if it's smashed to bits in the process? Sure, some people aren't all that bothered. Some will even let you get away with up to 50% damage or so, but come on, imagine if you ordered a dozen thingamajigs and half of them were delivered broken. No, it's definitely better to put condition first. Treat your cargo with care and respect. You'll be rewarded with way more likes. Trust me. That was my motto back when I was a porter. Wasn't always easy, as you can imagine. Sometimes things got dicey, but I learned to hang in there and deliver my cargo in one piece. You do well to bear that in mind, Sam. After all, you've got the potential to be a way better porter than I ever was. Hey, he seems very positive. Yeah, I know, I just did it. Whoa, what's that? Oh. It's little bugs.
Nice.
Oh, no, it was chiral crystals. They just weren't showing up very well. They must have been inside the rock or something. There's the rainbow. Where am I going? There. I see all the lost cargo, but it seems foolish to carry it away from the way station. I mean, maybe we'll pick it up on the way back? I don't know. What is this? A resting spot? Yeah. Not with the storm. Strong wind will make movement trickier and will also deplete stamina more quickly. A headwind slows, a tailwind speeds you along. Arrange your cargo to offer less wind resistance. That's really detailed. Okay, I can't help but do this. Like, this is just silly. There you go. I literally picked something up next to you. You got some likes for it. Performance enhancing beverages. Ooh! Ooh, it's one of those things. Okay. Memory chip. Slow down. BTs. Yeah. Better than leaving it out in the rain. Whoa! Hold on. It's up that way. Oh, steep slopes. Where is it? There. Okay, let's use a thing. Let's get a rope, a strand. Oh, great. It's just up ahead. Well, it's 300 away, but still. Whoa! Whoa! Oh.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's right ahead. Right between me and the place. This looks open. Whoa! That was not open. There are footstepsing behind me. But I think we're getting distance. Okay, wait a minute. Can you see him? That one was really close. I think... Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh my god. We need to get... We fell off of something, and when we slammed the ground, they all discharged us. Jesus. God, where do I... I need some stamina, man. Oh, container ruined. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. Damn it, we need a better... Forgive my language. Just we need to do better. I don't know what to do with that. It's like, I don't know. Yeah.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges.
Come on, get going. Get out of the rain. Get out of the rain. Go.
Until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you.
Go. Why are you going so slowly? Okay. How badly ruined did our thing get? We might not be able to complete the quest. It's not at 100.
Delivering cargo.
This is so stressful. It's so stressful.
Thank you. With this unit, we should be able to power the distro center via the chiral network. Other places too, if it works. Here's hoping the UCA can put our electricity to good use. Mind if I have a look?
Oh dear.
Incredible. How'd you get this here? You fly?
Oh. Okay. Apparently we still got a good rating. Oh, it was at 0? Ooh. Okay. Well, okay, I'll take it. I'm pretty sure the container got ruined, like, you know, a couple of minutes before we got out of that area. Oh.
All we need now is a connection to the chiral network. Go for it.
I'm wondering...
Network bandwidth is a limited resource, and every structure you build consumes it. However, as you increase your connection level, the bandwidth available to you will increase as well.
I'm wondering if I really can get more close to them if I'm holding my breath than I am right now. Like right now I'm trying not to get close to them at all. And then that's causing me to creep along really slowly. And that causes me to run out of breath, which means they find me. But maybe if I'm covering my mouth and not breathing, I could just go right by them, really close to them, and not get in trouble. I don't know. Maybe. Might want to try it. It seems risky. Yeah, we're already quite through the eastern part of the country. The south of Chicago. Well, quite a bit. New interview data. The wind farm has shared the ability to build generators. New features have been added. Supply requests, bridge links, take on orders, standard orders, make delivery, delivery requested. We already been able to do that. I'm not quite sure I understand it. Garage. Garage feature can be used at not cities and distribution centers. Yeah, there's a lot of ghosts there. There's a lot of ghosts there.
About time we did our part. Thanks again. You know, I heard the
Jake
rest of your
Wind
team's
at the
wiped
wind
out.
farm.
Makes what you're doing all the more incredible. You're a one-man expedition. I hope Amelie's doing as well as you. Wonder if she made it to Edgenot City yet. It was her that put us in charge of the wind farm. I was with the group bringing up the rear while Amelie led the way. I've never met her in person, but it was an honor to travel with her all the same. When you see her, feel free to tell her I said so, huh?
Sam, got a moment? I ran an experiment with your blood. It seems you were onto something. After dispersing an aerosolized sample of your blood in BT territory, we observed reduced activity. While this is hardly definitive as we have no other repatriates to whom we can turn for additional testing, it does suggest that the bodily fluids of repatriates are repellent to BTs. Mama had the idea of developing a weapon to test this theory. The prototype should be ready soon, and when it is, we'd like you to test it.
Sam, this is the perfect opportunity. We've almost got the whole region on the chiral network. All that's left is Port Knot City. Return to Capital Knot City so you can pick up relief supplies for Port Knot.
Interesting.
By the time you arrive, we can give you the completed prototype in person. One other thing. It's not very often porters get out to that wind farm. While you're there, you should pick up any outstanding orders. No
Back
sense
through
coming
the
all the way back
BTs?
here empty-handed if there's work to be done. Have a look at that delivery terminal.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Okay. We need some energy drink. Alright. And we did see some new...
Hey, you be careful on your way back.
There were some new things. Nick Easton. I gotta admit, the names are kind of silly. Like, this guy is at the capital Knot City, the furthest east place, so his name is Easton. This guy is Jake Wind from the wind farm. Sam, how you doing out there? For a newbie, you're quite the workhorse, aren't ya? Timefall is probably taking its toll on your equipment, am I right? Maybe some of your kit's not even usable anymore. Don't jump the gun and just throw that stuff away just yet. One thing you can do is take your old equipment to a delivery terminal and recycle it. You can then fabricate yourself a shiny new whatever to use instead. Don't know if you're aware, but the whole recycling system is operated by the Bridget Strand Foundation. That's right, the president herself set it up as a means to convert busted tools and gear back into usable resources. Oh, my BB's upset. I need to deal with that. On the other hand, if your equipment's only halfway to broke, but you still want to part ways, you could use a share locker to donate it to another porter whose need is greater than yours. You may end up getting a like or two for your generosity, never mind the warm fuzzy feeling of having helped your fellow man. You see, I don't get that. I never feel a warm fuzzy feeling for helping my fellow man. I feel bad when I'm not, you know. I feel like when I'm not helping out, that means I'm not helping to carry the weight, carry the load. I feel relieved of responsibility for other people after I finish helping them. Oh well. System works both ways too. You can snag stuff other porters have put in share lockers too, if you're the one who could do with a helping hand. Both the recycling system and the share lockers have their uses, and it's up to you to pick which method best suits your needs. You've still got a lot to learn, I guess, but you'll have it all figured out in no time. I've got high hopes for you, kid. Bunch of new tips. Interesting. We didn't get hurt. I wonder why they gave us this tip. Strong wind. When you complete an order, you'll receive an evaluation for each category. Evaluations are color-coded. Yellow is the best. Interesting. That's a weird scheme. Yellow to blue to cyan to white. Like, that's not a typical color scale. Reattempting a standard order. If all the cargo for a standard order is destroyed, the order will be considered failed. Standard orders that have been completed or failed can be attempted again after a certain amount of time. So you can't do it right away, but like tomorrow you can do it. Supply requests are requests made by other players for weapons or equipment. Interesting. Structures. Facilities and materials. Yeah. Automatic vehicle charging. Vehicle batteries are solar powered, so they will recharge in clear or cloudy weather. Facilities and major roads have their own power grid. Vehicles have a durability rating and will no longer move once this is depleted. Container repair spray cannot be used to restore vehicles. Okay. Cargo on vehicles near delivery terminals is automatic. You just gotta get the vehicle close to it. You don't need to unload it yourself. Store vehicles in the garage. We don't have any vehicles, but maybe we will. Alright. We did find a memory chip, but we haven't turned it in yet, so we can't see it. Humanity's biggest problem? Logistics. War and famine have been inescapable parts of human life since the rise of our species, and while the fall of America hasn't changed this fundamental truth, it's fair to say that these issues aren't pressing concerns. Can you remember the last time you heard of a prepper dying of starvation? Much less someone in a non-city. No one's fighting over water, or oil, or anything else, which isn't to say that people don't occasionally run out of supplies. But that's almost never because of a shortage. It's usually a problem with logistics. In fact, it was to address such problems that the president created bridges and developed the chiral network. So yeah, no one's desperate. Everyone's got enough for themselves, which is what's led to the real problem. It's all too easy for people to become isolated from one another, and eventually forget that others even exist. People are free to live for themselves for the moment without a care for the future. The president understood this better than anyone, and I know just how much it pained her. You know, maybe I'm just a bad prepper, but I remember right when we were first talking about the coronavirus back in March. It was earlier, but we were first starting to talk about putting restrictions on people being able to go outside and that sort of thing. And the quarantine, the social distancing, flattening the curve and all that. And I said, oh, well, I'm going to go buy a bunch of food. And I went out to the grocery store. I bought like $400 or $500 worth of groceries, loaded up my fridge and the a closet full of stuff, and I said, now I don't need to go out for a couple months. And I was just so amazed how quickly I ran through it. I mean, I live alone, but I'm still going through food quite quickly. But yeah, it was weird. For like most of March and April, I was just completely isolated because I had all this stuff. But it's amazing how quickly it goes through. Anyway. Chiral contamination. Chiral contamination is the result of prolonged exposure to chiral radiation, which is emitted by chiralium, a substance discovered at the same time as the beach. Prolonged exposure can significantly impact physical and mental health. The effects are not dissimilar from those observed in individuals exposed to extremely high levels of stress, levels which can be fatal even. Such traumatic experiences can alter hormonal secretions, impair immune response, contribute to heart failure, and induce strokes. The most common symptom of chiral contamination is poor sleep quality due to vivid nightmares. If left unchecked, it can quickly progress to a more advanced stage in which the aforementioned issues may be observed. The potential impact on an individual's mental health cannot be understated. The resulting hormonal imbalances frequently lead to heightened destructive impulses towards the self and others. Those dominated by such urges are named homodemons, the mad ones. I guess that's like, and that they mean that in terms of like dementia, not like demons, like religious demons. In case of some porters, such as mules, impaired memory and judgment has led them to develop an irrational obsession with their profession, hence the Homo Gestalt moniker. While it would be feasible and preferable for most individuals to avoid chiral contamination at all costs, there are those with a demonstrated resistance who need not be so cautious. I speak, of course, of dooms sufferers, which apparently we have, and we're also a repatriate, whatever that means. We don't know what dooms is, though, except for it's what lets us sense them. The discovery of beaches and the concept of death. With the discovery of the beach, the fundamental truth of death was upended. I doubt you will find many who would deny this. Alas, we can say little with confidence in any objective or scientific capacity, for our understanding of this new realm remains in its infancy and is ever evolving, much like our understanding of the universe as a whole. Perhaps the closest thing we have to a working explanation of the beach relates to the concept of a multiverse. But I digress. The beach is arguably both a concept and a reality. A discrete beach is influenced by the mind of the associated individual, and therefore linked to them irrevocably. This is why we have so energetically pursued the psychological, psychoanalytical, and neuroscientific angles when attempting to create a unified theory of the Death Stranding, the beach, and related phenomena. There was a fad a while back in which subjects underwent counseling in order to learn more about their beaches, and in so doing, gain a greater understanding of the nature of death. Doom sufferers in particular provided excellent opportunities for study. An interesting theoretical question arose during that period. If a person's beach was a product of their consciousness, might animals have beaches as well? A conundrum on the surface, but one quickly resolved. Only human corpses undergo necrosis and become BTs, which proves somewhat conclusively that only a human can possess a beach. And yet this begs another question. If all that is required is consciousness akin to that of a human, could an AI have a beach? An android? I, for one, do not believe so. Why? Because the function of our beaches is to connect the worlds of the living and the dead. If an entity was never born, has not truly lived, and will never know death, it cannot have a beach. Okay. Okay, can we deliver this here? Yeah.
What a wonderful gift. Thank you, Sam.
God of War original video game soundtrack?
Thank you for your contribution.
Okay.
Anybody home?
See you soon.
God of War was a 2005 action game that made use of the imagery and themes of ancient Greece. Many titles were subsequently released in the series, with the most recent, 2018's God of War. Wasn't this game out before God of War? Maybe I'm wrong. Proving to be a true return to form, featuring an all-new story and settings which range from Greece to Scandinavia. Listening to this soundtrack is sure to provide a wind beneath the wings of your imagination, carrying you away to the world of the gods for another epic adventure. It's not the actual soundtrack, it's just telling me about the soundtrack. Okay, can we help our BB? Because he seems a little upset. Uh,
It's all good. It's all good.
it's going up slowly. And yes, I am just delaying going back through the BTs. I admit it. I like his little hearts. When he laughs. Alright. Okay.
Congrats, Sam. You're cleared to take on open orders. While they're not as high priority as the ones specifically assigned to you, if you're already heading a certain way and you have room to spare, it couldn't hurt to do a little more, right? Just because they're not mission critical doesn't mean they're not important to someone. So why not do a good deed or two?
Urgent delivery of resins to the distribution center. 45 minutes. That's an order for Sam. This is a standard order. More stuff going that way.
Sam, double check the order summary.
Delivering materials to increase facility stores. Completing delivery of materials to a given facility will increase the amount available for construction of weapons and equipment. There's a limit to the amount of materials a given facility can store. Oh. Those are like way far away. I might do this one and the order for Sam. Can I fabricate anything new?
Hey, great work. That wind farm you've brought into the network is essential for our continued expansion. By way of reward, I've added a little something to your PCC. A generator option. Generators recharge the batteries of all nearby devices. That includes machines, bikes, and other battery-powered vehicles.
Okay. I'm gonna add a ladder. How are our boots? I'm gonna make some new boots. Because I'm sure ours got wrecked a little bit. Yeah. Put on footwear. Ah, they're only down to 28. That's not bad. Here, put these in the locker. So we've got a ridiculous number of climbing anchors. Put some of them away. Some repair spray. And one ladder. 2 ladders. That seems fine. Okay, let's take this on. Urgent delivery of resins to the distribution center.
This is a somewhat unusual order. You're going to want to review the key points in the summary.
6 containers of resins. So it's maybe bulky? It's not very heavy though, I don't think. Yeah. 6 containers of only 4 kilograms each. Well, sure. Yeah, we're heavy enough. We're not heavy, but we're bulky enough that I don't want to take more. So let's not do the standard order. Let's just do this urgent order.
Order assigned. Delivery parameters updated. Time limit set.
Time. It's 45 minutes. It's not going to take 45 minutes to get back. So BTs were over there. Looks like they're over here too. Here, can we use the... Is this a watch station?
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Watchtower? No, this is a generator. There's a bridge. Just in the middle of this area. Where are you? $82,000 likes. Huh. Interesting. I wonder if the BTs aren't here anymore because we're not on that quest. Oh, that's convenient. We do have that nice wind at our back, pushing us along. Wow, that's such a relief. I was expecting BTs. Now I wish I'd taken the other order. Oh!
There we go.
That's turning out very nicely. I look at this and now I look at my ladders over there. I think, like, that's such a poor man's bridge. You should take a break in a private room. Yes, I know. And we got like a an email. How about taking a break in a private room? I think this guy's coming on to me. You've been working hard, Sam. Your porter grade ought to go through the roof if you keep this up. I wonder though, how are your BBs doing? Even if you're feeling fine, might be a good idea to give the little guy a break from time to time. I don't know. Can't help but empathize with the BBs, I guess. Maybe because I'd be one too if my last name began with a B. If you know what I mean. Benjamin. Yeah. So yeah, head down to one of those underground facilities, private rooms, and take a load off. And we got another couple tips. Delivering materials to increase stores. Yeah, that seems really obvious. Generator. Wind-powered generator. And can we see what this is? Yeah, we did. We saw it was called God of War. Luden's fan. You know what? There's no strands. Like, this entire area used to be full of BTs, but they're all gone. Like, there's strands from the signs and things. There's no dark strands. Anyway, we're on timeline. Time limit.
Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked. Decontaminating suit. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
You brought this from the wind farm? I can't imagine what a chore that must have been. Thank you. Made record time. Wow, don't do things by halves, do you? Hard to believe one man could bring in a hole this big. Then again, you are a legend.
Damn straight. "45-minute timeline. Took me 7. I bet that it's just because we're weird right now. Like, normally that would have BTs on the way. But whatever. Bridges have provided the following sound data. Anything you need. Yeah, didn't quite hit me. Increased materials here. Bunch of resins. Connection level up to 4. New interview data. Facility's bandwidth is being given to me. That's cool. Like, I want to spend some time just setting up like a bunch of bridges all over the place. But we can wait. That's quite a hefty increase. Look at that. It went up, it almost doubled the number of metals. Ooh, look at that. 7 delivery time. Nice.
I don't know anyone who's done more to bring people together and get them back on their feet. It's hard to believe you're just one guy. Can't help wondering if the Great Deliverer isn't actually a small army. Because it sure seems like whenever someone's in trouble, you're there to lend a hand. It's enough to make me think you just might make it all the way to the coast. Good luck out there. I'll be rooting for you.
Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
Yeah, there's not a lot of women in this game. The leader, the president, the main character that we're going to rescue, our sister or whatever, of course are women. But in terms of like the grunts on the ground, the guy that's in charge of this distribution center, they're all men. The people we're talking about research and that kind of thing. It's interesting. Usually games have more of an even split. We did get some lost cargo that's going to the other place, but I'm just gonna, well, 29 if we deliver it here, 110 if we turn it all the way. I don't care, just deliver it here. I'd rather take on like a new delivery, but let's rest in our private room first, because they were telling me to.
Your work is greatly appreciated.
Because we could use a shower.
Good morning, Sam.
Well, apparently not. We're all cleaned up already. We did get a new thing. Test order. You're doing very well, Sam Bridges. I guess I should expect nothing less from the Great Deliverer, though. I've heard the stories. Rumor has it you're a big Half-Life fan. Okay. Once we were united, but now we've been scattered all over. But that's why we've got to keep working, right? Anyway, listen, I've got a favor to ask. I want you to find some lost cargo for me. You know the river to the north of the distribution center west of Capital Knot City? Just follow it northeast from the center, and you should be able to find what you're looking for. It's a cube, so it ought to be easy to spot. You've probably never seen anything like it before, so I wouldn't blame you for being leery, but it's not dangerous. It's really, really important to me. Important as life itself. If you manage to find the cube, it'd be great if you could take it to the distribution center west of Capital Knot City. Okay. Why are these yellow? I don't know. More chiral contamination. Chiral contamination can be alleviated using similar methods to those used to alleviate stress. Increasing oxytocin secretion through contact with other people, administering smart drugs, and so forth. In recent years, however, a hormone, dubbed lyxin, known to mitigate the effects of chiral contamination while also restoring basic physical and mental acuity, has attracted a great deal of attention from the scientific community. Unlike oxytocin, lyxin cannot be administered externally. It is secreted within the body, but only in response to external stimuli. It is said to be the hormone principally responsible for the positive feelings that occur when one achieves a goal, enjoys success, receives praise or gratitude, or any other form of like from a fellow human being. I mean, that's dopamine. Whatever. BTs are reaching out to us. 2.4 million years ago, Homo habilis started to craft stone tools. Hands are so very important, don't you think? Our other sensory organs passively interpret data. Our eyes light, our ears sound, our noses smell, our mouths taste. But hands are different. To touch requires conscious action. To grasp, more so. To connect that which is in our left hand with that which is in our right, still more. And the handprints we see when BTs seek out humans? I'd say that's just evidence of our otherworldly friends yearning to forge a connection. They're reaching out to us, attempting to bridge the gap between the realm of the dead and the living. That's even more creepy. I mean, it's easier. I'd rather just think of them as being footprints as they walk around, rather than them trying to reach out a hand from the land of the dead. That's worse, I'd say. Music player, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have a shower anyway. It's always nice to have a nice shower. Cutscene? He's got bruises from the straps. Oh.
Grenade number 0.
Alright. Okay, I think I'm going to take a break here. We're going to continue next time and perhaps do some of these new missions. Maybe we're going to make a bunch of bridges. I could definitely see some fun doing that. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Till next time.